Hello and welcome to Full Send Broadcast Network. Here tonight, joining me in the booth is Roger Pierce. How you doing tonight, Roger?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
Oh, finer than frog hair. Ready to see some fantastic super speedway plate action here at Talladega Super Speedway with the Gander Outdoor Trucks. Tonight in the HSR Money Series presented by Lone Star Racing and the High Speed Racing Series. So let's take a look at our pre-race info here presented by Lone Star Racing. It's going to be 60 laps around this 2.66 mile D-shaped oval. The ambient temperature right now is 78 degrees Fahrenheit. The track surface temperature is 123 degrees. So it's going to be hot and slick, especially coming through that tri-oval on the inside line where it's really, really bumpy down there by the double yellow line. They're going to have a 45% fuel load, which is going to get them, I'm going to say, maybe 18 to 22 laps on a tank of fuel there under green flag conditions and one fast repair. It's partly cloudy with 53% humidity and 7-mile-an-hour winds, which could wreak havoc on the handling of these trucks out there tonight. So what do you say we go down and take a look at these speed charts right now, as practice has about 3 minutes left in it. Brandon Minnick on top of the speed charts right now with a 51.830 in practice. Josh Tart in second with a 51.919. Justin Johnson in third with a 51.922. Michael Fahey in fourth with a 51.936. And rounding out the top five on the speed charts is Javone Thompson in fifth with a 52.118. So, Roger, what do you think we're going to be looking forward to out there tonight with these trucks possibly going 3-4 wide, mostly 2 wide for the most part, I would imagine? What are you looking to get out of this race tonight?
A lot of good pushing. Trucks at Dega are always really fun to watch, especially when it's a fixed setup. So I'm expecting some really big runs, some really big pushes that these trucks can handle. One thing we need to look out for, though, is the new manufacturing Toyotas. That front bumper is totally different than the Ford and Chevy. So a push from a different manufacturer can cause either an issue or it could be good, depending on where you get hit.
Yeah, I'm glad you actually brought that up, because if we look right now at the Toyota right here, it looks like the 10 truck that we're looking at looks like Justin Johnson here at the end of pit road. You see the front bumper of that Toyota is pretty flat, so it's going to be able to hook up with another back bumper pretty easily. Matter of fact, let's go take a closer look at that and see. Get a closer look here.
That's actually Christopher Smith in the number 1. Oh, there you go. Never mind. You got the 10 truck. Yep.
There it is. Okay, we found it. So right here, you see the front bumper of that Toyota is pretty flat. So it's going to line up with the back bumpers of the trucks pretty well. And if we go take a look at, say, like the Chevy, it's more rounded right there. And it's that they're known for really good pushing right there, but it can cause a little bit of havoc if you're not exactly centered to the back bumper of another truck. Now, if we go take a look and try to find a Ford over here, like here's a Ford right here. It's a little bit flatter in the center than the Chevrolets, but they still have that rounded side on the front bumpers. So once again, if they get a little bit off centered, it can cause havoc on the person that's being pushed by the Fords or Chevys. So the Toyotas may be able to be good pushers. We'll have to find out for sure. And as practice is winding down here with about 10 seconds left in it, Brandon Minnick looks like he's going to be the top of the speed charts here as practice ends. We're going to be heading over into qualifying. We see it from the blimp view here, this massive super speedway with high banks on each end. And for those of you tuning in, we greatly appreciate it here at the Full Send Broadcast Network. We always strive to bring you the latest and greatest, best racing action possible. And we appreciate HSR Money Series reaching out to get this race on air for their fans. And we'd like to welcome you with open arms as qualifying has begun. We have several trucks going out onto track right now. Let's go take a look at some of those. Looks like the 20 of Darius Sales out on track right now, as he is working his way off of pit road.
Curious to see if they're going to utilize the high line here.
A lot of these guys just now coming off of pit road there as they're working their way up onto the back stretch. Looks like Darius Sales could be the first truck, as we're looking at Ruben Simonite. Hopefully I'm getting that correct. As we see right here, the 20 of Sales is coming through the tri-oval, taking his green flag to start lap 1 of his qualifying here. It's going to be interesting to see if any of these guys practiced running qualifying runs during practice or if they were just trying out drafting runs. As we're continuing to watch Sales and that number 20 machine right there work his way into turn 3 on his first hot lap. And if you look right here, coming through the tri-oval, you'll see how much that truck bounces right next to that double yellow line. Really can upset a truck, especially in the draft, as Sales comes across the line for his first lap. It's going to be a 56.093. It's enough to stay on top of the speed charts right now. We'll have to see, as many other trucks are coming across the line right now. Take a look at Ian Martin in that 98 machine, working on his first lap. He works his way on the high line through the tri-oval, trying to carry as much speed as possible. Across the line for his first lap, then he's going to pull it all the way down to the inside line. And my co-commentator just lost his internet, so I will be by myself for the short period of time, hopefully, but no harm, no foul. So right now, Darius Sales still sitting on top of the speed charts, as we still have several drivers yet to go out to take a qualifying time. Ian Martin works his way out of turn 4, coming to the tri-oval. Once again, you'll see how rough it is down here on that inside line as that truck really bounces, especially right there. A little bit of a bottoming out, too. I seen a little spark come out from under that truck. See if that moves him up anywhere. He's going to go to P6 with a 56.195. Jason Wiley coming out of turn 4 on his first lap, I believe. Carrying a lot of speed here to cross the line, yank it down to the double yellow line. That was taking the green flag for that 13 machine. So right now, Jason Wiley in the 13 and the 47 of Andrew Hurley are currently out on the track taking their qualifying times. And for those of you tuning in, would you let me know if the audio for the truck sounds good? As qualifying has ended here, Jason Wiley not ending up able to get a time there. So let's take you through the official starting lineup here presented by Lone Star Racing. Darius Sells on the pole with that 56093 and that 20 machine. In second, George Lesko. Third, Michael Fahey. Fourth, Ruben Simonte or Simonite. Fifth is Ja Burton. Sixth, Ian Martin. Seventh, Donovan Parsons. Eighth, Drew Blaze. Ninth, Javone Thompson. 10th, Andrew Cowart. 11th, Bradley Berry. 12th, Jonathan Hucknick. 13th, Justin Johnson. 14th, Christopher Carter. 15th, Christopher Smith. 16th, Brandon Minnick. 17th, Kyle Harbin. 18th is Andrew Hurley. 19th, Josh Tart. 20th, Ron Morris Jr. 21st, Jason Wiley. 22nd, rounding out the field is Sean Powers. And that's your official starting lineup here tonight in the HSR Money Series presented by Lone Star Racing. We appreciate the feedback here that you cannot hear the trucks. We will fix that here real quick. We'll be right back before the trucks even leave the grid. All right, we have it fixed now. As we go back down to the grid here, trucks all lined up, ready to get this racing action underway as the pace truck rolls off. And the field follows 1-2 green here. Next time by, they'll be hitting that skinny pedal and getting these trucks up to full song. And it seems like I might have my co-commentator back. You got me there, Roger?
I do.
Hey, welcome back with your internet issues.
Yeah, I don't know what's been going on, but hopefully it doesn't happen anymore.
As the trucks are making their way down the backstretch, getting ready to take the green flag here. There you see up front, you have the 20 of Darius Sells and the 7 of George Lesko leading the charge here. "22 hungry drivers looking to take home some cash money tonight." Waiting for the pace truck to peel off to go down pit road. Pace truck peels off. The field in the hands of the 20 of Darius Sells. Green flag is in the air at Talladega Superspeedway, and we are racing here in the HSR Money Series presented by Lone Star Racing. They work their way off into turn 1 here. Sells gets a good start, along with the 19 there of Michael Fahey right on his bumper. Already working together very well to get that inside line moving. whole field still 2x2. Whereas they work off into turn 3 here.
Yeah, watch this at a high line. Gets formed together here. They're going to get a massive run going off the corner.
See some trucks getting upset there on that lower inside line coming through the tri-oval through them bumps.
And then 4 trucks can just get hooked up together. Yep. Looks like 3 Toyotas and 1 Chevy. Get side by side here and probably catch the leader inside pack the 20. Yep, there they come.
Battle for the lead. The 7 of George Lesko and the 20 of Derek Sells door to door on lap 2, trying to take this thing.
Yeah, but that 86 of Ruben Simonite is getting real upset with that Toyota pushing him. By the 98 of Ian Martin. Wow, it was aggressive.
Yeah, he slid it down in there and was hoping for the best, it appeared.
So I think I just heard that there was passing. There was they tried to be gentle with each other for the first couple laps, and I think that's done and over with now, because as they're 3 wide going into the corner.
Yeah, 3 wide for sure. And some bump drafting in the middle of the corner too.
Okay. Well, they're not holding back, are they?
Not at all. Wow. So now we have 3 distinct lines now, 3 rows deep.
They're on lap 4.
This is the kind of racing action that gets brought to you whenever money's involved.
Yeah, but
Some
look at
guys
those
do
high
not
that
wanna
high
ride.
line is.
Yeah, that extreme high line, it can work out very well for you, or it can be the biggest curse of all time. You can be up there minding your own business, making a lot of headway, and all of a sudden the truck on the bottom lane gets turned, and you don't even see it coming. Next thing you know, you're just wadded up in the wall.
Exactly right, and you know me, I love that extreme high line. I love running everything about it. It's probably my favorite place to run. So, but like you said, accident can happen below you, and that's the place you don't want to be.
And a quick question for the viewers: does the audio mix sound good on your end? Can you hear me clearly and Roger clearly over the trucks? I turned the trucks up where we could hear them better. I think I might have turned them up a little too loud. They are still 3 wide here. As the 20 of Darius Sells and the 19 of Michael Fahey, man, they are just duking it out for this lead.
Yeah, look at that extreme high line. It's got 6 trucks now, but the 2 in the middle, the 3 in the middle.
Oh wow, huge move.
Great save by the 86.
Yeah.
Sounds great. We're good to go. Audio is good.
That's awesome. Oh, we have a little bit of contact. Some trucks going to the apron. Oh, wreck breaking out. Huge wreck. 2's involved. 19 involved. Oh, is the trying to see who that is right there. The 7 involved as the first yellow flag comes out of the night. Tough break by a lot of these drivers here. Gonna have to unfortunately go to that one fast repair already. We go back and take a look and see what happened here. We're We're going to slow it down right here and see exactly how this happened. But coming down the back stretch, they're 3 wide for the lead here. And we're keeping our eye on the pink truck right there. That's the 86, I believe it is. Yes. So there you see a little bit of net code between the 19 and the 20, and that shot the 20 or the 19 down into the 86. And a lot of the 19 just trying to catch it, and more net code right there, which it just really unraveled. The 2 minding his own business just gets wadded up hard right there. Hard into the wall, back down. The 7 trying to avoid it, keeps turning it hard left, nowhere to go. The 19 and the 2 just come sliding down in front of him, and just tough break for all these drivers involved. Unfortunately, most of them probably going to have to use that fast repair already this early into the race. As we go back live here, there you see the 19 of Michael Fahey. That truck looks really clean, so that's a fast repair used right there, it looks like.
Yeah, I'm trying. I think the 7 might have to use one as well. I'm not entirely sure. That the front bumper's pretty wrecked.
And your leader, the 86 of Ruben Simonite, lots of damage to the right side of that 86 machine right there. So tough break for him also. Looks like they're going to just sit on pit road and fix some damage on that machine. You see all these trucks coming off of pit road after getting full service here.
I think the 7 of George Lesko took a fast repair.
That's what it looked like, as we just seen him roll off of pit road there.
Wow, that's early. Whew, that's a gamble.
So right now, scored your leaders, the 47 of Andrew Hurley, up 17 spots since the start of this thing. So that's a huge gain, along with Brandon Minnick in the 5. He's up 14 spots. Josh Tart up 16 spots. These drivers must have taken fuel only, possibly. That's a sharp-looking paint scheme right there on the 8 of Josh Tart. A little bit of chrome and flat black. Always catches my eye, not to mention the patriotic colors on that machine. Rocking the Lone Star Racing colors on that machine.
Oh, yeah, look at that chrome. I didn't even see that. That's
very sharp.
Pretty cool. Yeah.
Right now, Michael Fahey in the 19 with the biggest trouble of all of them right now. He is down 17 spots being involved in that incident.
Oh, the 47 missed this pit stall, so Brandon Minnick's going to be your leader.
Yeah.
Tom Morris is driving it. Oh, no. If you can't
and then there's Ron Morris's paint scheme right there. The HSR colors on that 77 machine. Sharp looking paint scheme there with the green ripping out of the black. I actually like that a lot. But it catches my eye even more with that 77 being backwards. Did you catch that, Roger?
I did. I caught that a little bit earlier. I do like that, though, with the green popping, like you said. The good color schemes. Love green and black. It's a good mix.
And it looks like the 77 coming off of pit road now. So Brandon Minnick and Josh Tart are going to be leading your front row here tonight on this first restart to begin lap 10 of the 60 scheduled laps out here tonight. Tough break for lots of drivers already. They were not wasting any time going 2, 3, 4 wide at some points.
Oh, okay. So Ron Morris's paint scheme is only backwards on the one side. I was looking at it on the stream. I'm like, wait a minute, it says it right, and then I go to the other side. So one of them is backwards, the other one is correct. Let's make sure we get the good side.
But nonetheless, that's still a sharp-looking paint scheme. Good color combo there. We'd like to appreciate the HSR Money Series for reaching out for us to come aboard and bring this race to the fans. It's much appreciated, and we'd love to bring the great racing action to the people. And we thank y'all for tuning in tonight. What do you say we go back green here and get some more racing underway? HSR Racing Series in the chat says, we'll get that fixed, LOL. Hey, it's no harm, no foul. I mean, it stands out for sure. It's kind of like, I think it was, who was it? Bubba Wallace's car where they had the 23 on the roof upside down facing the fans.
It was Bubba Wallace's car. Yep.
Pace truck pulls off. Green flag is back in the air. The 2 of Jonathan Hutnick coming up to the front row. Gets a good restart right there. They're all kind of spaced out as we start seeing a little bit of formation here. Trucks dropping down in line. Wonky restart. Some drivers look like they may have been sleeping on that one. Blow the doors off of the leader. Oh, he almost didn't fit there. Looked like the 2 might have had to check up to allow him to fit.
Almost blew the doors off something.
So right now, Brandon Minnick leading this thing. With Sean Powers right behind him, pushing him across the line to complete lap 10.
Yeah, like I said earlier, if these trucks on top can get formed together, that high line is going to be the one to go to.
Doubtner just jumped out of my skin here in the broadcast booth. Apparently a storm just decided to start blowing through. Lightning struck and shook my house with thunder. And it caught me off guard.
Well, now you got me checking my weather, because not that far. But explain our internet issues. Yeah, look at that high line forming. Give it another lap and a half. I think they're going to be there.
Yeah, that high line looks a little bit better organized than the low line there. They're all kind of evenly spaced out. No one's getting a huge run on each other on that high lane. And as I say that, they start snaking down the backstretch.
Dude, look at the 2 Black Rifle coffee trucks, though. That patriotic scene.
Right now, Brandon Minnick leading this thing.
Yeah, it's throwing me off because the 5's pushing them. But Brandon Minnick's the 5.
Let's ride along with the 7 of George Lesko. See what it looks like from his point of view in this heavy traffic. On the outside lane here. Pushing the 13 of Jason Wiley.
There'll be a lot of trying to get that air, weaving in and out.
If you notice how that truck kind of dips down a little bit lower than the truck in front of him, that's so he can see where they're headed to keep hitting his marks and stay tucked up behind the truck. As you can see, when he's tucked up behind him, he cannot see anything directly out in front. As is. He's making a move. He's going to the outside.
Going to the outside, yeah. Well, I mean, I got to cheer for him. He's from the great state of Ohio. So, who's got my pick for the race? Clean looking paint scheme, too.
We will fix the in-car audio under the next caution if we have one, to where if we decide to go back in cockpit, we'll be able to hear the commentation going on while we're riding along. Appreciate the feedback there. Sometimes things happen like that whenever you're going live.
Definitely does. We've had more of our fair share than some bumps in the booth.
They're still 3 wide here, that outside lane with only 2 trucks in it, not carrying a whole lot of momentum.
Yeah, but they're not pulling back either. Then get that side drive going in the corner. They're going to stay pretty good. If someone tries to go up with them, I think it's the 5 machine or the 533 of Sean Powers, but I like the simplicity of the paint design. But he's also shown that he's a really good pusher in the back.
Absolutely, yeah. As we have another battle for the lead here, Andrew Cowart leading that outside lane, that 556 machine with the 16 of Bradley Berry pushing him. Still 2 by 2, probably about 10 rows deep here. As trucks begin to scatter.
Yeah, we got drivers going down. It's getting a little too dicey for them.
Well, I hope they find out how to make it work soon. Because it looks like they're able to get back up on the track for no issue.
Oh, we're going to be some side drafted pulls here in a minute. I'm gonna make him. I'm a betting man. I'm gonna say George is gonna try to take that 3 wide on the high lane again.
That outside lane very well organized right now. Oh, it's the 5 right there. I believe it's the 533 of Sean Powers with a blink. Disappeared for the moment. Giving a heck of a shove to the 5 of Brandon Minnick, whose truck is painted with the 81. Appreciate the input, Jonathan Arn. We'll work on that also. I think I might have just turned it up a smidge too loud whenever I turned the trucks up whenever we couldn't hear them at the beginning of the broadcast. But we will definitely get it sorted out. Appreciate the feedback.
Racing. Not much side drafting going on yet, but that high line's getting a little bit extra momentum. Here we go with that extreme high line again. Are they going to do it?
Looks like they're trying to. Looks like they want to think about it and they decided to think better of it.
If you're it's going to be that race. 7 in the. Oh, there is a extreme high line. 2 trucks up top.
Keep trying to make it work back there. Looks like the 25 and the 10.
They're going to go. Oh, they thought about it.
It is amazing as another truck jumps up there with them.
I think if they could get 4, they're gonna get it. Good driving all around though. It's hard to drive this tight and this wide deep for as many laps as they have without any incidents, so.
Absolutely, yeah. It's definitely dicey up here. As you see, the majority of the trucks are single file.
Oh, I thought he was going to go low.
Here comes the 25 and the 10 again, trying to make another move on the extreme high. Looks like they have the momentum this time. They're making some moves now.
I believe I heard we got truck pitting.
Is that 25 and 10 have worked their way to the front?
Yeah, we got trucks pitting.
Oh, wow, we got a lot of trucks pitting.
Oh, slow them down, drivers. Slow them down.
Oh, we got a truck hitting the wall. He spins. That's the 2 machine of Jonathan Hutnick hits the wall. Oh, the 5 gets spun around into traffic. Luckily, he was already in the pit boxes, so he was able to allow other drivers to drive through him with no incident. So we have the rest of the trucks here coming out of turn 2. See lots of penalties coming out of that first group that come down pit road.
Yeah, it seems to be that spin might have done it.
So right now, the 25 of Christopher Carter leading this thing, and it looks like he's going to bring them all down pit road here.
And they are flying down pit road. Another truck spinning on pit road.
Well, it looks like the 86 of Ruben Simonite losing it down there on the entrance of pit road. So right now, we're looking at the lead group of trucks here. Looks like it's led by the 47 of Andrew Hurley, and the tail end of that's the 77 of Ron Morris Jr. in that HSR powered Chevy. And get well organized here. Possibly pretty spread out.
Yeah, this is gonna get interesting. I'm not really sure. Still some trucks that need to pitch. Actually, this is gonna be interesting.
Yeah, this lead group right here, led by the 47, has not pitted yet. So it's going to be interesting to see how they're going to come out versus it looks like it may be the 25 of Christopher Carter and 8. Christopher Carter right here just now crossing the line, but he's by himself with one other truck right there. It's the 16 of Bradley Berry, looks like, as that lead lap, that lead group right here comes down pit road.
No issues. Okay.
So the question is, 25 of Christopher Carter is going to come out with the lead in this. But the bigger question is going to be, how is he going to fare having the 16 with him of Bradley Berry pushing him? And then you got 3 or 4 trucks further behind. Looks like 3 trucks behind that's trying to catch. And we all know in the draft, 3 trucks are faster than 2. So it's going to be interesting to see how long it takes for them to catch up and all of that stuff.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I'm still trying to figure out where everyone's going to be at. I guess it's...
Oh, we got a wreck coming off of pit road. Oh, we got lots of cars. Yellow hasn't come out yet. 26 was involved. 47 heavy damage along with the 13 heavy damage. Let's go back and take a look and see what happened right there. We've seen it right there as the yellow does come out. So we see him too wide here coming onto the apron off of pit road. Here comes the 47. Oh, the 28 just got loose, or the 26 just got loose on that transition. Collected the 47. The 13 just had nowhere to go.
Oh, hard hit by the 13.
Yeah, tough break. Tough break for those drivers. Now, I want to say the 47, no, he didn't have damage on that first wreck. I believe he still has a fast repair. But it looks like Jason Wiley had to tow in that 13 machine.
I mean, iRacing physics here. That 47 machine is not too bad, I don't think, especially because he got hit in the rear. But that 13 is smoking yet, so.
Well, if we take a look, the 47 does have quite a bit of nose damage on the left front and on the driver's side of that machine. So it's going to be interesting to see. And while we have the chance, since we've shown the replay already, we'll take a short break real quick and fix the sound and turn it down a little bit. So try to get things better streamlined for the end of this event. All right, and we are back. Sound has been adjusted. Hopefully it works out to the benefit of the broadcast here. So lots of shaking up going on here under green flag stops. Lots of drivers having trouble getting on and off pit road.
Yeah, lots of drivers. That's one thing we noticed. Yeah, I mean, accidents happen here off of pit road, but it's so rare and common. That apron is so slick. Like, you want to either be on that high or low, but you don't want to be in the middle there because that's how you get loose. And it looks like that 26 truck, he was running that middle line.
Yeah, and then there's that little transition right there on the apron where it goes from flat to about, I would say, 8 to 10 degrees of banking right there, and it's a hard transition. And if you get your right sides on that and your left sides on the flat, you're going around. There's no stopping it. It can make your life difficult right there at that transition, especially under green flag stops. And I hate to see a bunch of trucks get wadded up on that, but it does happen. Matter of fact, I've seen it happen during a Coca-Cola NASCAR esports Coca-Cola race there, the pro drivers. I've seen it happen to them. So, I mean, it happens to everybody. It's nothing new. Sometimes you can get by with it. Sometimes it just comes out and bites you.
Yeah, and some drivers are slower there. Like, there's multiple techniques that you can use exiting the pits to try to warm your tires up or get the tire wear where you need them. So some drivers are a little bit slower than others exiting pits, but you can't pass. You can't pass on that exit. You have to wait until you get across that blue line. So
100%, yeah. As the lights are out on the pace truck signaling 1 to go here, They're going to double them back up, re-rack it, and go at it again as we're going to be going green on lap 28. Just before halfway here in this event. So right now, your top 4 is going to be Ian Martin in that 98. It's the 34 of Kyle Harbin. The 77 of Ron Morris Jr. in that HSR machine. And then the 25 of Christopher Carter. In 5th, got Andrew Cowart. 6th, Christopher Smith. 7th is that 2 machine of Jonathan Hutnick. 8th is going to be that 7 of George Lesko. 9th, Sean Powers. And rounding out your top 10 is the 26 of J.A. Burton. As the field begins to work their way into turn 3, lights are out around the track, getting ready to go green again. Drivers getting themselves psyched out, ready to go back racing 2 wide again and potentially go 3 wide here. And you know, Roger, it really kind of surprises me how aggressive some of these drivers have been early in this event. Kind of makes me wonder what we're going to be seeing here in the pay window when we get closer to the end of this thing.
Oh, I mean, I don't even know. Like, we've broadcasted so many to super speedway races, and there seems to be a different strategy every one. Like, none of them are the same. So, bare knuckle brawling. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, that's one way to put it. Bare knuckle brawl. As the pace truck peels off, the field is in the hands of Ian Martin in that 98 machine. Green flag is out here at Talladega once again in the HSR Money Series. Brought to you by Lone Star Racing.
Oh, we got some movers already. All right, here we go.
They're trying to decide if they want to tuck in line single file or try to keep it too wide. That hole's going to fill up quick. They're going to have to force that outside line right there.
No 3 wide for first 2 laps. Race control just set it. So here we go, 2 by 2. But let's see how interesting it gets.
And you know, and I applaud race control for that. Doing a no 3 wide rule for the first 2 laps. It gives drivers time to reacclimate themselves at speed with the drivers that are around them. They could be racing someone right now that they haven't raced for the first 28 laps of this thing, and it just kind of gives them an idea of if they know they can take a 3 wide or not with that person around. So I applaud that decision by race control to enact that rule here before the green flag.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you and I both know that it's crazy, especially super speedway races. Like, normally a lot of people come to these races with a driver that they know or a team partner that they know, and that's who they try to stick with. But sometimes you get shuffled, and some people want to go a little earlier than others, so you have to start working with other people. So, great use of words saying acclimated to other drivers that you haven't been around, especially since we're about to be on lap 30. So when's go time? Yeah, right?
Right. And I would have to say go time would probably be about, I would say 15 to go. So on lap 45, I would say that would be about the time to go.
I'm going to get you one here. I think it's going to be the next pit.
That could be true. And in the chat, we got Cornor's Motor Supplies in the chat saying, miss your broadcast on the SERL. Man, we missed broadcasting them over there, and maybe soon we'll get back to doing leagues once again. Right now, we're still doing the one-off races here on the Full Sim Broadcast Network, along with putting on our own one-off races periodically. Maybe sometime soon we'll cross paths once again there in the SERL. They're now working on lap 31. We are officially halfway through this event. What do you say we do a full send fired up, Roger?
I say let's do it.
All right, let's go full send fired up and let you listen to these trucks go around here at full song. And we're back here from the full send fired up. You've seen some of the great racing action here on track from different perspectives. By now, you got 3 trucks on that high lane. That's the 556 of Andrew Cowart, the 7 of George Lesko, and I believe that's the, trying to read the number there. There's a little bit of contact between that 7 truck. I believe that's the 26.
Sean Powers.
Oh, there's more contact right there. Shoves the 26 down the track. He finds a way to come back up onto the surface. It's going to break the momentum of that inside line. These drivers starting to kind of settle down a little bit to try to ride this thing out, looks like.
I don't know, maybe. I think it's just they're getting a little freaked out. I mean, I would be too. There's a lot of side drafting going on and cars weaving in and out. I mean, trucks weaving in and out. Like, you're gonna want to get some air on the nose, obviously, to cool the temps down, but that's a lot of snaking.
Yeah, as we see right there, the 86 kind of comes up just a little bit, and 556 side drafts and pulls him away from the back bumper of the 10. But you know, two trucks hanging out up there on that outside line, able to hold their ground just ever so slightly to not be losing a ton of spots.
Yeah, I would be one to say it, and you know this. If I can get next to somebody and side draft on that top line and I'm by myself, I'm gonna do it because I know I can keep my position. There's ways to do it, and if you know how to do it, it's really cool to see.
As they've now majority going single file, with the exception of the 556, trying to find a hole to fit into there. The 7's going to open it up and let him in right there. So let's give you a full rundown of the field as they run. So your leader right now, the 25 of Christopher Carter, in second, because he has a little bit of a blank, is the
it was a run.
10 of Christopher Smith. Third, going to be J.A. Burton. 86 is a lap truck, looks like. And fourth, we got the 556 of Andrew Cowart. Andrew Hurley and that 47 on that high lane with the 7 and the 20 right there, making some moves. It'll make it a little bit more difficult to do a rundown through the field here.
Yeah, it's not gonna stop you, but that high line, that 47 got a run, and he went.
And I believe those are lap trucks. Let's take a look and see here.
I don't believe the 47's lapped.
The 47's not a lap truck. But it appears that 7 Hooters machine and the 20, now the 20 is on the lead lap now. Had to figure it out a little bit there. Kind of got a little wonky.
Green flag fits.
Green flag stops going on. As they are mad dashing it. The 7.
I don't know if that Hooters truck's going to get a penalty or not. He was super close to that line.
Yes, he was. That's going to be interesting to see. As that 47 machine is now leading the charge.
Another group coming in.
This must be that lead group right here that we're watching currently. Looks like they are. Here they come. A huge group of trucks.
Good save by the 47. Woohoo!
Yeah, huge save. See all those trucks come down pit road. And there you see the 25 and the 98 right there. That's going to be Christopher Carter and Ian Martin, nose to tail. Going to be running down this lead pack while they are on pit road.
All right, crew chief, here's my question to you. Tires, are they important?
I would not think they are here at Talladega, as you see that lead group coming off the pit road now. Huge swarm of trucks coming off pit road, but the 25 and the 98 are going to clear them pretty well, as they are now coming up on the 533, that blue and white truck of Sean Powers. They're going to blow right by him. So new leader, 25 of Christopher Carter. Now that 5 machine right there, or the 533 of Sean Powers, He's kind of in no man's land right now. He's out there by himself, not enough to catch the draft off the front two. And then you have this whole group of trucks that is going to be powering down on him.
That line is moving.
So with 20 laps to go, or 19 laps to go now, the question's going to be, can that group of trucks right there catch our lead two?
Oh, I say so.
So once they're able to catch the 533 of Sean Powers and get him off in their pack, we'll be able to put up the battle box that will show the time difference between the trucks, lap time wise. We'll put up the actual gap interval here. And we're keeping it on this far angle to get to show that gap between this pack and the front pack. So right now they are 5 seconds ahead of that pack, the top two are, and losing ground tremendously.
Yeah, they're gonna catch. Especially if that pack can get single file right there. That five's gonna tuck in line. Now here's the thing though. They should have enough speed where they should be able to block them in a way.
That's where it's going to get real tough.
Maybe not. They may not get freight trained necessarily, but there's a possibility to be able to block.
Yeah, I don't think they'll get freight trained like you said. They'll have enough speed to where they may get up next to them and start going by them. But then a couple of trucks may decide to stay behind them two lead trucks and keep them up to speed. There's our two leaders right there. That's the 25 and the 98 of Carter and Martin. As that second pack, they're actually starting to get a little racy, but they picked up half a second in one lap. So it's going to be interesting to see here.
Yeah, I don't know if you can tell or not, but that interval isn't going as quickly as it was either. So
no, it's not. So
I don't think they're going to get freight trained. I think they'll be able to keep the lead.
So there we have the lap time history pulled up. So the last two times by, that big group was a lot faster, and that last time by, they're a half a second faster. Okay, sorry, the last time by, it just updated here. They were 1.1 seconds faster than these two drivers up here. And they are running them down in a hurry, looks like.
I just got some information. The top two have not pitted yet.
No, they have. They pitted on lap 39 while the rest of the field pitted on lap 39 and lap 40.
I don't know what they're talking about. There's something going on in driver's communication. I think they're going to have to pit one more time.
That's a possibility. Because if you notice, we went back green at lap, I believe it was 31, 32. And they had to pit right there. Or no, sorry, they went green on lap 27 or 28. And they had to pit again at lap 39 and lap 40. So they're only getting about roughly 15 laps. So it looks like everybody's going to have to come down one more time if that's the case.
That's what it's looking like. Oh, is that single wide got double wide behind them? Now it's really going to slow it down.
Yeah, they're actually the top two are gaining on them now. They're pulling away ever so slightly. They've pulled away 2/10 on just the front stretch there. And they're still pulling away.
Yeah, I don't know. The two-car tandem is working.
I wonder if the side-by-side is what's causing them to lose ground? Or maybe they've started going into fuel conservation mode, possibly.
Oh, I think it's the side-by-side for sure.
Oh, here comes the 2 leaders coming down pit road.
All right.
We're going to find out if this strategy is going to work.
If this lead pack stays side by side and doesn't go single file, I personally believe, and now they're 3 wide, I personally believe they are going to be able to keep the lead.
Yeah, and they're 3 wide coming up on lap traffic at that. As the 13's going to back out of it and fall to the back of this group.
3 wide lap traffic. And then on top of this pack has to pit again.
Question is, when will we see him come down pit road? So many questions up in the air as we get near the end of this thing, as we are 3 wide as they are coming up on lap traffic now. There's no room for that. I believe that's the 556 to go. He's going to have to run it on the apron. It's going to be hard for him to hold down there. He's going to be able to do it. Oh, it got tight right there. Has to come up on the banking just ever so slightly to keep the thing rotating so he doesn't shoot up onto the track. Forward wide for a moment there.
Yeah, I don't know about you. I got a little scared.
Yeah, that had the markings on the wall of something bad happening, and it never happened. Thankfully, it didn't.
You know, there's something at Talladega called the Big One, and that definitely could have been it.
Now, one driver that has a real unique paint scheme that I kind of like, that's this truck right here, the Lone Star Gaming 10 machine right here of Justin Johnson. Instead of the traditional number 10 on the truck, he has the Roman numeral 10, which is the X. And I really like that. That's unique. Something you don't see every day on custom paint jobs. And I give him an A for creativity right there.
Yeah, I like the colors, the color match he did with the pink.
And we'll check on our resident HSR series truck here, as we have some trucks coming down pit road. There's that 77 machine right there of Ron Morris Jr. Currently running in the 10th spot, having a solid day so far. And as we're getting into the pay window, I expect to see that truck start making its way up through the field there.
Well, yeah, I agree. I don't think these drivers will be able to make it all the way. I've been wrong before. So this is going to get pretty interesting.
Look at who we have back up here at the front. That 8 machine of Josh Tart. He's back up here at the front once again. No takers for pit road that time by. As we have coming to 9 laps to go here in the scheduled 60 laps of this event. Justin Johnson in the 10 machine leading. Got a little tongue-tied there. Still have 15 trucks on the lead lap, so that's 15 different people that have a chance to take home the money here in this event. And being a super speedway, you still have no idea what's going to happen until they take that checkered flag.
I think we're going to have some pit stops.
Zoom out. Here comes some trucks down pit road, the back half of this group. They're bringing it down. Looks like they all get it woed up nice and well. That lead pack is going to form up even tighter now. Brian Darlington in the chat saying bunch of drivers short on fuel.
Yeah, I'm a little confused on the fuel window myself with how much these trucks held.
I think it was roughly about 12 to 18 laps, somewhere off in there, I believe. That's just off the top of my head without actually looking at the numbers. As the 8 dips it down, here comes this lead pack down pit road. Looks like they got it woed up just in time. They're all tight knit coming down pit road there. So here's the question. Here's that 98. I believe that's
45% fuel.
The 98 and 25 flip-flopping positions under that green flag stop. They're coming around 35 seconds behind the leader as they work their way up onto the front stretch here. Are they going to be able to take the lead? Or is that lead group of cars going to make it out just in time to create a big pack? There's the 10 rolling off of pit road. So here comes the 98 and the 25. It looks like they're actually going to make it ahead of the 533 of Sean Powers here. But it's going to be a lot tighter than it was before. We may have a big group here come to the checkered flag with 6 laps remaining in this event.
Oh, yeah, it's going to definitely be interesting now. Well, here's the thing. Now these trucks got to get formed up. So how much of a break did they get?
That's a good question. We'll have to find out. But we're going to see how aggressive these drivers can get. So right now, Ian Martin and Christopher Carter in prime position right now. Trucks behind them, though, not too far behind. About 2.5 seconds. They still have a chance to group up and make things happen here. Now that lead has leveled off. As we now have 4 trucks nose to tail behind them. How aggressive are they going to be to catch them? And even more trucks coming up behind these 4.
Right now, they're really not catching them. Well, they are now.
These drivers are going to have to figure out something quick if they want to get back up here and fight for this win, given that a caution does not come out. They are cutting that lead down drastically. 3/10 that time by.
It's going to get big quick.
Make that 2 seconds behind now. It's going to be coming down to a nail biter. We could be seeing a last lap gathering here of the whole field.
Oh, I think it's going to be before the last lap.
Oh yeah, now that we have more trucks in line, yeah, the closing rate is massive right now. Down to a second and a half.
Yeah.
So one storyline that we didn't think we would see here tonight. Long green flag run to end this thing with 2 green flag stops. We have one big pack of about 10 trucks running down a group of 2 trucks that are tandem drafting out front. 4 laps to go in tonight's event. It's definitely going to be tight here. The aggressiveness is going to be kicked up several notches. They are within 7/10. They are in the draft of the top 2 now. What's the 8 of Josh Tart going to do once he gets to them? You have a lap truck up high.
Staying up high, staying up high. Oh, this is gonna get big.
They're there now. They're going to the high lane. 3 trucks, 4 trucks, 5 trucks get up there.
Side draft them. Side draft them. Here we go.
The lead with 3 laps to go here tonight. Now we're going 3 wide. 1 truck up high. That's the 47 of Andrew Hurley. Trying to make something work up there. Not going to be able to make it happen. 533 pulls off. Possibly out of fuel. They work their way through turns 3 and 4 now.
At least my theory of not getting freight trained was correct.
Yeah, the 98 of Ian Martin with the 25 of Christopher Carter holding strong up front. Flagman holding 2 fingers up. 2 laps to go here tonight in the HSR Money Series presented by Lone Star Racing. As they dive into turn 1 here, 2 by 2 for the race win. Money up for grabs. That high line trying to figure out how to get organized enough to make things happen here. There's the 13 trying to stick it up high to make something work up there.
Scooting too. Oh man.
47 dips it back out up high to try to make something work out of 4. Not going to have anyone go with him. It's down to the 8 and the 98 leading the 2 lines here as the flagman has the white flag displayed. 1 lap to go here at Talladega. We're official. Whatever happens this lap, it will be the end of this event. The 8 of Josh Tart, door to door with the 98 of Ian Martin. They're battling it out here for the money. Lots of drivers snaking around, trying to figure out where they want to go. That high line trying to form. Here comes the 47 with the 13 pushing him.
Oh,
81
man.
thought about jumping up there. Oh, as we got trucks wrecking behind them. 1 truck in the wall. The 98 of Ian Martin holding strong. Still got to get through the tri-oval. That start-finish line's about 600 feet further than it is at Daytona. Through the tri-oval, contact, pushing. The 98 gets sideways. Door to door. Who's it going to be? As they wreck, Josh Tart pulls it off in the 8 machine. Your winner getting wadded up right here as they cross the line. Holy cow, I cannot believe the race we just watched right there. Holy cow. All the trucks got wadded up. Let's go take a look at that finish one more time. So we're following along with the 8 right here. Your ultimate winner, Josh Tart. As they come through the tri-oval here, we're going to slow it down for a better view crossing the line.
Oh, man,
hit
that's
the
so
wrong
close.
button. Man,
that is close.
we're going to go back and look at it one more time here because I accidentally hit the live button instead of the slow-mo button. So there you see the 2 trucks getting an entanglement right there. And they work through the towards the tri-oval. There's that 8 machine. And then there you see the 98 get all kinds of sideways off the bumper of the 25. Coming to the line, he comes back up. It is so close right there. Wow, that is a photo finish of all sorts. Let's actually back that up a little bit right there. And we're going to slow that down. Wow, that is the closest finish I think I have broadcasted during a live race here. That is insane. So as we go back live here, Josh Tart brings it home by 0.05 of a second. That is inches. That was a fantastic finish right there. So let's bring up your official finishing order here presented by Lone Star Racing as we wait for our top 3 to join us in the booth. Josh Tart brings home the big money in that 8 machine. Ian Martin in second. Third was Brandon Minnick. Fourth, Michael Fahey. Fifth, Christopher Carter. Sixth, Kyle Harbin. Seventh, Andrew Hurley. Eighth was Ron Morris Jr. Ninth, Christopher Smith. 10th was Justin Johnson. 11th, George Lesko. 12th was Andrew Cowart. 13th, Javon Thompson. 14th, Jonathan Hutnick. 15th, Drew Blaze. 16th was Ruben Simonite. 17th, Darius Sells. 18th was Donovan Parsons. 19th, J.A. Burton. 20th, Jason Wiley. 21st was Bradley Berry, and rounding out the field in 22nd was the 533 of Sean Powers. And that's your official finishing order here tonight in the HSR Money Series presented by Lone Star Racing. So let's see if we have our race finishers here in the booth. Looks like we have two of them here. So let's bring in trying to find the 19 of Michael Fahey. So I don't see Michael Fahey in the booth yet. See if he is somewhere else here in the Discord. Well, I don't see him, but we will move on to our second place finisher here tonight. That's the 5 of Brandon Minnick. Hey there, Brandon Minnick. Got a copy?
Yeah, I got you. How you doing?
Oh, cannot complain, man. Putting on a fantastic show out there. Man, walk us through how that race went for you and ultimately bringing it home in second.
P3. I got P3. Yeah, I seen this post about this race, so I put it in our team's Discord and seen if anybody wanted to come in. And there ended up being 5 of us total in this race for Lone Star Racing. And yeah, we just worked together. We tried to pit same times. We got split up a little bit, and then the last pit stop we had a speeding penalty, and one of the guys missed the box. So it was down to me, Josh Tart, and Mike Fahey, and we tried everything we could on the top. They just had more trucks on the bottom, and yeah, it was a crazy finish, to say the least.
Yeah, man. And you said you finished third, correct?
Yes.
Actually, on our overlay, it's showing you finished second. I don't know if there was a disconnect between iRacing and the overlay, or.
Yeah, I'm showing Ian Martin was second. Because he was right next to Josh Tart at the finish, and I was inside of him or outside of him. So, yeah, I believe that's the top 3. I should have been third, but.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I see what you're talking about. Okay. Yeah. Sorry about that. Got a little confused there. The overlay must have, I guess, because everyone wrecked after they crossed the line, it threw things off.
Yeah.
But yeah, bringing it home in third, man. Congrats on that. Roger, you have anything for Brandon?
No, man. Great truck. Great running. You guys definitely held it pretty tight there at the end. It was really exciting.
Thank you.
Hey, well, Brandon, you have any shout outs or sponsor plugs you want to get out there for the people tuned in tonight?
I just wanted to say thanks to all the guys at Lone Star Racing. We've used to race all dirt, and about a year ago or so we got in the asphalt, and we've just been having a blast with it, especially super speedways. We practice a lot drafting together. We know everyone's strengths and weaknesses, so we just make it happen, get lined up how we need to be, and make a run for the front.
Absolutely, man. We'll greatly appreciate you stopping by, and once again, congrats on the third place finish.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. And that was Brandon Minnick in the 5 machine, bringing it home in third. Let's bring up the finish one more time and pause it in the line to show the actual finishing order here, because I think once they crossed the line and started wrecking, it caused the timing order on my end to go haywire. We do know Josh Tart ended up bringing home the checkered flag on this one. We do know that much.
So sorry to interrupt you, Brian Darlington, one of the race controllers for this. I do have the official scoring available for you if you guys would like it.
Yeah, that would be amazing. Yeah.
All right, so I've got Josh Tart, first place. Ian Martin, second place. Brandon Minnick, third. Mike Ferry, fourth. And Christopher Carter finishing fifth.
Okay, yeah, that's what we were just looking at. I have the the finish right here pulled up. So yeah, I see the top three now. It must have been because they all wrecked, but good thing we caught that. Brandon pointed that out to us. We appreciate you coming by and letting us know, man.
Oh, not a problem. And thank you guys for broadcasting this race. Taryn and I greatly appreciate it, and we're hoping this thing continues on to bigger and better.
For sure, man. Greatly appreciate it. All right, so let's move on to our second place finisher. And the overlay is not going to reflect it correctly, but we will make sure to give the props where props are due. Let's bring in that 98 machine driver right there of Ian Martin. Hey there, Ian. You got a copy?
I got you loud and clear.
Hey, man. Coming up there to the last green flag stop right there. You and the 25 out there by yourself, tandem drafting. Were you worried at all about that group catching you and possibly blowing by you, or did you think you had it pretty well sewed up? And walk us through that last few laps for you.
Yeah, I came into the night with no teammates and kind of just hooked up with Christopher after the first green flag pit stop. And we decided to short pit on that last stop, and it worked out pretty well. Before the last stop, I was pushing him, and then coming off out of the last stop, he started pushing me, and we picked up about 0.2 a lap doing that. We were hoping, obviously, that the pack behind us wasn't going to catch us, but they did just in time. So it's a little bit unfortunate. Big thanks to Christopher for pushing me. Little bad bump going through the tri-oval. Eventually, I would say lost the race for us, but still a heck of a finish. Can't complain too much about losing a race 0.02 of a second.
Yeah, that was one other thing I was going to say, because initially it showed us that it was 0.05 of a second, and then I got to looking at it and it showed 2/1000ths. I mean, you can't even blink that fast. And we actually had to go back and watch the replay to see who edged out who there at the line, man. That was definitely a nail biter. And man, just congrats on bringing it home in second. I know you had your eyes on that grand prize of first up there, but man, you can't get no closer than that. That's for sure.
Yeah, once again, just a big thanks to Christopher. Glad he was able to push me better than I could push him. Would not have been up there if he wasn't pushing me. So just a big thanks to him. Thanks to all the guys for hosting the race. Great administrating throughout the whole thing by Brian.
Yeah, Roger, you have anything for Ian?
Not really, man. Jacob already asked you most of it, but I just want to say great job by the tandem. That was really awesome to see. And the fact that you guys were pulling away there at the end when they decided to go 2x2 in that big pack, I definitely thought you guys were going to have that winning duo from it. But it seemed like after the last pit stops, they just got together and single filed and ran you guys down. But I'm glad they didn't freight train you and put you in the back to make it an exciting finish. So.
Well, Ian, you have any shout outs or sponsor plugs you want to get out there for the people tuned in tonight?
Yeah, I just want to give a shout out to Ken Farmer over at Hall Sheet Metal of Merced, California. If any of you guys are in need of any residential or commercial heating and air conditioning, make sure you check them out on Facebook. Once again, that's Hall Sheet Metal.
All right, man. Well, once again, congrats on bringing it home in second. And maybe we'll get to talk to you again soon at another event.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you. Have a good one. And that was Ian Martin getting edged out for the first spot there by 2/1000ths of a second, bringing it home in second place right there. Now, let's bring in our race winner, taking home the big money tonight, Mr. Josh Tart. Hey there, Josh. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man. Congrats on bringing it home in the top spot there in that 8 machine. Definitely a sharp-looking ride out there, patriotic. And, man, just walk us through how that race went for you and ultimately bringing it home there 2 1,000ths of a second to the checker flag.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. For most of the race, we were just hanging back, just staying as a team, and then somehow with those green flag laps, we just managed to work our way up to the front.
Yeah, man. Definitely an exciting race. Were you worried at all after that last green flag stop of being able to group up and catch the Ian Martin and the 25 of Christopher Carter?
Yeah. It looked like they were kind of far ahead. I was kind of worried about it. And then we started gaining on them. And I honestly like the outside personally. It's just, I feel like if I'm on the outside, I can go up there and side draft them and win the race. But I feel like I didn't even win it there. I thought I got like a second until I went back and looked at it.
Yeah, man. Definitely tight right there. We were watching it the whole time there, and we were trying to figure out when that second group was going to catch the top two. And man, it definitely made for a nail biter. Great finish, putting on a great show for the fans. Roger, you have anything for Josh?
No, man. Great scheme, like you said. Love the patriotic look. Just excited watching you at the end with that final push.
Yep. Shout out to Mike Fahey for the wrap.
Yeah, well, that brings me to my next thing, Josh. You have any shout-outs or sponsor plugs you want to get out there for the people tuned in tonight?
I don't really got no sponsors, but shout out to all of the LSR teammates and shit. Helped me get the win.
All right, man. Well, we appreciate you stopping by here in the booth. And once again, congrats on bringing home the checkered flag and the big money tonight. And maybe we'll see you around at another event.
Yep, for sure. Appreciate it.
No problem, man. Have a good night.
You too, buddy.
And that was Josh Tart, your race winner tonight, bringing home the checkered flag by 2 1,000ths of a second in that 8 machine. And right now, we are trying to get a hold of Mr. Taryn DeFleece to get him in the booth here to talk about future events here going on in the HSR. But right now, we do have the race control up in here, Mr. Brian Darlington. Hey there, Brian. Got a copy?
Yeah, I got you. I'm actually messaging Taryn right now, seeing if I can get him on here.
Well, man, how'd that race go for you up there in race control? Did you have any incidents you had to step in on or anything like that?
No, I was very surprised. The guys, fantastic job. Basically asking if they are asking questions when anything needed clarification, and respecting the process for race control to let us have a good quality race put together. That was one of the whole reasons why Taryn and I started this thing, was wanting to have just good quality races that, wasn't one person taking out a whole pack or something like that, or basically one person ruining a whole race.
Absolutely. Yeah, man. Y'all did a fantastic job of that. And kudos to race control. I've done it a few times myself, and it is not the easy job everyone thinks it is. So kudos to you for doing a fantastic job in race control for this event. And it looks like we finally got Taryn DeFleece up in here. How you doing tonight, man?
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I was actually listening to y'all's broadcast, and I heard you trying to get a hold of me, so I was like, all right, I need to jump in there real quick.
Oh, it's all good, man. Tell us about how this event went for you. Definitely looked like it was a fantastic showing on from our perspective there. And tell us about any other events you have coming up.
Oh yeah, man, that was exciting to watch. We just moved to Texas from Oregon, and we got here yesterday. So I was just trying to, get everything situated for Brian, get enough people to register and sign up for the race, because we had an event on Thursday that we had to postpone because we didn't have enough people that were signed up. But we managed to get 22 trucks tonight. I was really happy with that. Our max goal was, at least 43, but then we kind of lowered that down to 30. And then me and Brian both agreed on, if we at least get 20 trucks, like we're going. But yeah, so right now the plan is, we have events on Thursdays and Sundays evenings. and we do Daytona on Thursdays and Talladega on Sundays. And, once we kind of get consistent drivers going, and we'll plan on, throwing new events out there and things like that.
Absolutely, man. That sounds like something good you have rolling right there. And, man, we appreciate you reaching out to us tonight to bring us on board to bring this race to the fans for you. And it's an honor to do it for you, man, and we appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all doing that for me. And, kind of like what Brian said, our goal was just like having quality races for these guys. And what you saw at the finish is exactly what we want. We want guys to be respectful from each other, and not, start the door banging on the backstretch coming to the finish line. Wait until, you get close to the finish line and then just go after it. You know what I mean? And that was the true definition of what we want.
Absolutely, man. Well, we appreciate you stopping by the booth and telling us a little bit about what's going on. And we look forward to seeing more races from this group here at the HSR, man.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate it once again.
No problem, man. Have a good night.
All right, y'all as well.
Thank you. And that was Mr. Taryn DeFleece, man, the myth, the legend that put this event together along with Brian Darlington there. Let's coming up on Full Send Broadcast Network on May 16th. We have the Sunday Cup League Street Stock Spectacular coming up here on the channel live. It's going to be going live about 7:50 Eastern. It's going to be street stocks from Pocono Raceway for $50 and a trophy for a $5 entry fee. Definitely going to be putting on a fantastic show with those cars at that venue. And then coming up, Full Send Motorsports is back at it again, putting together a special one-off Memorial Day weekend race. It's going to be Thursday, May 26th and Friday, May 27th. To raise money for Folds of Honor. Folds of Honor has graciously come aboard as a charitable sponsor of the event. We're going to be raising money live for them during both broadcast events, both nights. And also, I'd like to shout out Garza Law Firm for coming on board for that. The payouts for those to enter the race on Thursday nights, $10 entry fee with $800 to win on Thursday night. And then Friday night, or let me back up, Thursday night for the 800 to win has a 3,000 I rating cap on it with no pros. Now Friday night's race, it's open to everybody, no cap, pros are welcome, and it's $1,500 to win that event for a $20 entry fee. That's going to be live here on the Full Send Broadcast Network, brought to you by Full Send Motorsports. We hope to have you there tuned in for those events coming up. And we appreciate you stopping by here. For Roger Pierce, I'm Jacob signing off for Full Send Broadcast Network. And we can't wait to see you go full send.